on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. And it looked like Shedeur Sanders has not been taking first-team reps, being the second-string quarterback. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Cleveland. Let's get it. Let's go.
Like my man Junior. For real? Somebody call me Junior, too. When I pulled up, I thought you was Junior. I got put him on my
Stop right here for me. Go on and fill in. Go on and fill in.
Now, before we get into this thing, I want to let y'all know Kevin Stefanski did his world famous morning press conference, which we're going to listen to. I know y'all don't like it, but this is where the content is, bro. We got to give y'all real news, not just my opinions, but what he actually said. Now, with that being said, you would think with Shedeur Sanders being the second string quarterback, he'll be getting first team reps. Well, I'm here to tell you, Kevin Stefanski just stamped that he ain't, which is a shock to me, and it should be a shock to everyone else because it furthermore, explain to me that Kevin don't like 12. He don't like them, bro. He ain't even getting them first team reps still to this day, bro. So he pretty much is trying to kill the theory that Rizzo put out that Shedeur is going to play the last 4 games of the season. Because if he's not getting first team reps, that's letting us know right there he's not playing. And they're not preparing him to play, which is crazy to me, bro, that we're sitting here. We got to deal with this damn dude week in, week out, playing with us, bro. Kevin Stefanski playing with us, dog. With all that being said, let's check out what he said, man. Roll the footage.
Turners, good core players. So it's one of these games where all 3 phases have to be on point. But with that, I'll take any questions.
How has May improved? Where is his biggest improvement come in your opinion?
Yeah, in a bunch of areas, honestly. He's accurate, big arm, very mobile, kind of checks all those boxes, and he's doing a good job of operating in that offense and then playing off schedule. He can scramble. He's very, very fast, so he's doing a lot of things well.
When you combine the deep throwing ability that he has and has shown with the ability to scramble, it feels like that really stretches the field.
Yeah, it certainly does. It makes sure that you're good in the back end, obviously in coverage, and then you have to be great in your rush lanes as well because he's a threat to throw it. He's a threat to run.
Knowing you guys so well give them any extra advantage?
Yeah, I understand the question. I think having coach here in the last year, obviously you share a lot of things to each other. You talk about different philosophies and those type of things, but I don't know that there's, trade secrets, those type of things.
Having allowed a 50-yard rusher this season. As a play caller, what is the impact of getting a guy like Quinshawn going early on in the game?
It's a very, very good run defense, which is not a surprise. They're stout up front. They limit explosives. They don't let you get explosives in the run game. So you really just have to be on point. Explosives come in the run game when everybody does their job. You can't just go call the plays that try to get 50 yards. You got to make sure that everybody is had it up, doing their job, and then runners need to stay true to their reads.
Expected to practice today. Do you think he will be available to you on Sunday?
I'm hopeful, Mary Kay, but really going to be day to day. He's trending. He's doing well.
Oh.
No, out of protocol.
Tyson Campbell and the transition he's made. But I was wondering off the field, what kind of maybe challenges that provides as you're trying to balance on the field. You also have to deal with move in and all that.
Yeah, I think you need to get to know your teammates. You need to get to know. You spend a lot of time probably on Google Maps figuring out where to go. But he's handled all of it really, really well. Is a great kid. Like I told you guys when we traded for him, I had many people from their staff reach out to me and tell me what type of person this is. So he's doing a great job. But it is like anything else. It's a whirlwind, and you got to get to know your teammates.
Last week with Gabriel going 13 for 18 and rainy conditions. How does he build upon that? How does the offense build upon that? It's a Patriots defense that's been from the quarterback passing on.
Yeah, I think with anything with young players, you're looking to build on both games and the work you get in practice. I think that's a big part of this too. So certainly that game last week was different for a multitude of reasons, but you continue in all facets, whether it's run game or pass game, just to build on all the work you're putting in.
He hasn't thrown a interception, obviously, in 3 games. Can a young quarterback sometimes be too cautious?
Well, we've talked about it over the years or weeks this season. You want to be smart, aggressive. You don't want to just be conservative for the sake of being conservative. So it's a balance there. And, we coach our quarterbacks to be aggressive when the time calls for it and let it rip. And then also understanding that taking care of the football is a big part of our job.
The takeaways this past week, like what needs to happen for that to roll over into this weekend's build on that?
Well, I think obviously, you score 21 points off of 4 takeaways. That's a great recipe for success. I think the big message for our defense, and I'm sure most defenses, is you do your job and you don't go looking for an interception, or you use your technique when you're tackling and the second guy in punches out. So doing your job, the ball, you'll be in position to make plays on the ball. And sometimes you have to wait for those opportunities to come, but you don't go outside the framework of your defense.
What's different about Josh McDaniels' offense from the Tom Brady years?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job with the young quarterback. Obviously, when you have a veteran quarterback that had been there for so long, I'm sure there were different things that they were getting into, and maybe it's a little bit more pre-snap type of things, but they're doing a very good job with this kid, and he's playing at a high level. He's like I mentioned to you guys, he's operating, he's accurate, good on third down, and then just the ability to run is unique.
They're spreading the running game around. It's not just one, Stevenson or Henderson or May. Just, their running game. What's unique about it in terms of the balance? It seems like they have with multiple rushers.
Yeah, I think they're just doing a good job, Chris. And their schemes change week to week. There's versatility in what they do, but at the end of the day, it's a very physical run outfit. But they're doing a good job mixing schemes.
For you to give Dylan a decent on-ramp to see what he can do over a number of games and not just judge everything too quickly with him?
I think that's just our focus week to week, Mary Kay, is what's in front of us. And, with all of our young players, making sure that we're making constant improvement. That's on a daily basis, obviously on a weekly basis, but not thinking much past that.
That there's so many rookies around him. He's a rookie himself, and that this offense is a work in progress and might not be a well-oiled machine in week 1 or 2 of him.
I understand the question. I would just tell you our focus is just getting him up to speed, getting our younger players up to speed. But that's our job during the work week at practice, so that we can see constant improvement by those guys.
A lot of credit to the blocking techniques that they're put in front of him. When you look at the offensive line and the changes that has gone through from injuries and all of that, does it feel like maybe over the weeks of dealing with that, they've kind of starting to gel together? Is that a part of what we saw, or is it?
That's certainly the hope, as you guys know. And if you can have all 5 play for a bunch of time or an entire season, that's the ideal, of course, because it helps from a communication standpoint, that type of thing. But no different than talking to Mary Kay about constant improvement. It's for young players, but it's for all of our guys, and it's our guys when you're sometimes in and out of the lineup, making sure that when you do stabilize it, that you get the ability to get better weekly.
Was the backup? You said he was getting some number 1 reps. Is that true with Shedeur?
No, I mean, with a young quarterback with Dylan starting, you want to make sure he gets a lot of the reps. Different when you have a veteran like Joe, I would tell you, Tony. But still getting reps in a bunch of periods.
You guys kind of started obviously behind the 8 ball in terms of record-wise. How do you maintain the focus on this next game while also realizing that you have to stack wins?
Yeah, we have amnesia. We have no idea what happened in the past. We're focused on what's in front of us. Okay, thanks.